Okay, I'm gonna have to record like this because the app is, well, my videos are being pulled off the app. So, okay, so I was speaking on, if you see a video that is straight black, it's because I was posting and again the video got messed with. Now, seeing as how that is done, even my phone, again, if one app closes out, that does not mean that the next app is going to be affected as well. You get what I'm saying? Apps itself do not work as viruses, okay? The only thing that would close out all of the mechanism of the phone and take it over is a virus. You know what I'm saying? Majority of the time, or a hacker. You get what I'm saying? If they link those things, because someone is trying to steal your information. Any rando off the street could hack someone. You get what I'm saying? But for you to be messing with my phone right now says a lot. You get what I'm saying? Again, so I don't have to automatically listen to you just because you have hacker skills or you have individuals that you know with hacker skills that have done favors for you. And again, it does not automatically make you right about stuff. So back to the video that is, if it posts, it'll be black. And again, I'm not agreeing to if someone jumbles up my words and switches them around. So when I was talking, I was basically saying the app is the first app to actually have individuals come together and talk about the issues that's going on. I don't feel as though they are really talking about the issues that is going on. I feel like they are very controlled. Now, I was talking about vibrations, you know, it's so many different things that have happened to people and they've been wanting to come together for thousands of years now and have their views and their opinions heard. And an app would be an easy way to do it to where again, if people are sick and they're contagious, or if they're disabled, or I mean like physically can't walk obviously, or they don't have funds to get to wherever they're getting, funds. It's not funny. I'm not that hard up for entertainment to be abusing and misusing people, you know, and um, but the point is they've been waiting for the longest to come together and talk, and what they're wanting to say or how they're wanting to react is being jumbled up deliberately, and this is on many different levels. So I mentioned what community has not been affected with sickness, what community has not been affected with some form of SA, what community has not been affected with confusion, deception. Like it's so many things that are in heavy rotation that a lot of individuals don't agree with, and the only reason as to why it keeps going is because again, if your back is against the wall or some sense of confusion has overtaken you to where you can't do what you really want to do, then what else is there to do? You get what I'm saying? I'm not saying be neglectful, I'm saying what could you do? You get what I'm saying about it? Now, with that being said, y'all are labeling different individuals as crazy, right? You are you have created an easily accessible system to where the system is accessible, but it is chaotic. It could be used for good, but There are many individuals that are ready to use it to manipulate and harm. Um, One of the ways of this is, again, the study of different things. Again, you can study something. That does not mean you have to belittle someone. That does not mean you have to abuse them. That does not mean you have to manipulate them. That does not, manipulation is a form of abuse. Um, that does not mean you have to lie on them. Why is it such a hard thing for individuals to admit when they have made a mistake? Let's say, for instance, made a previous video about rapid disease being spread. You just trying to truly find a cure. This is only for the individuals that are trying to really put in the work and be truthful. You get what I'm saying? You truly trying to find a cure. You made a mistake. You don't mind taking suggestions, but when you see them do different things, like when they utilize explosive devices or devices that are or chemicals that are highly flammable, they don't work in certain areas with these things for a reason. If it's flammable, then you don't work around things that are flame retardant, like they will ignite. You don't work around things that are highly combustible. You don't do that. When you are working with different ailments, you are very clean. And again, just because you're scared of something, the best bet, if you feel as though you are too scared to do something and do it the way that it needs to be done and do it the correct way, you need to relinquish your position. You do. You need to relinquish your position. But when you talk about relinquishing your position, I am no way in agreement to relinquish your position to someone that is going to be destructive, self-destructive. Um, I made a video previously talking about how people don't even have self-care skills. They don't have social skills. They don't have good characteristics. You don't even have respect for simple cause and effect. Cause and effect affects everyone. For anyone and anything to say that cause and effect does not affect them, they're lying. They're not only lying to their self, they're lying to everyone around them. It's simple stuff like, if you push a door, it's going to close unless there is some other thing that is preventing it from closing. But we're talking about a good functioning door. Everything is together on it. Unless you take it off the hinges, unless it's something blocking it or it's some other stuff going on with it, it's going to close. It is simple cause and effect that is being violated. And again, when you talk about trafficking, when you talk about SA, when you talk about sickness, when you talk about disease, when you talk, what community has not been hit with these things? Confusion. What community has not been hit with these things? Now, I get the fact that some have gone through it in a more harder way than others. Some, it just seems that way on the surface. Some you just don't know about. So, but that does not condone it. That is the point. It does not approve it. You get what I'm saying? To continue, it doesn't. Excuse me. Um. So I talked about different vibrations because where I am right now, the vibrations are very thick. But if you come in, you come out, it's a regular house. You know what I'm saying? It's a regular landmass, right? If there are other things that are interfering, that are making it a negative, a harmful thing, it is being inserted. You know what I'm saying? Just because you feel a vibration of something negative does not mean you go along with it to do what it is, you know, doing. Because again, that was like an old saying: if your friends jump off a bridge, you're gonna jump off too. No, not without, again, you talking about you not doing this for fun, recreational point purposes with a bungee cord, but it's certain moments as to when certain things and certain elements are being utilized, you still can't do that because again, it's not safe. You get what I'm saying? If it's not safe, then it's not safe to do it. You get what I'm saying? Even if you do have everything that you feel like, oh, this is the surface level of things that I need. Now you entering into a new level. You don't have the things that you need. You get what I'm saying? So it's levels to the way that things are done. I was talking about how they label different individuals. It's crazy. So what is crazy? Outside of the fact that you might be confused, or the way that you are displaying things in confusion is it's not coming out right. What you want to say. That's like if you wanted to say, I want to go down the street with and walk my dog. You instead, you a dog, a hog, a tree, a pig. You're not saying that sentence straight out correctly. You get what I'm saying? And so again, you see the different levels of mistakes or deliberate errors. Um, so we don't beat up on disabled individuals just because they're disabled. Anyone or anything can become disabled. But there are different individuals that want to use and abuse different things. So the notations of the things and how they're being presented right now. I was talking very deeply um, before today, and um, someone made mention of the fact that it's so many individuals that acting as though they're in or are active in a way that is though they want to use and abuse and or violate. It might be true, but it might not be. It depends. But I'm not going to leave room for to be gullible or be idiotic, or make the wrong choices and be manipulated. I'm not going to leave room for that to happen, because again, there are too many things in existence that are very fragile, and um, you cannot keep violating things that are fragile, or things that are seen to be. I would prefer to use the word fragile instead of sacred. You get what I'm saying? Um, so they basically made mention like the elements, right? If you had control over the elements, you would have them doing stuff like punching people, essaying people, abusing people. Like if the wind got up and punched you in the face, it would be a problem. And I spoke on a previous video, it don't do this stuff. But to think that you're okay with weaponizing stuff is very wrong. You get what I'm saying? To say that you want to further that, no. It's different things we talk about, different things that speak through communication, through thought, right? Vibrations, all like the way that you feel a balance of emotions, right? Happy, sad, um irritated. That's how they speak, and you feed. So it's a feeling. You know what I'm saying? Some things. Hold on. So again, I'm sorry, I had to stop for a second. um no one wants to live in chaos. With these things communicating this way, um some things are so fragile, they get so scared. But it's like a stain, right? Or a crack. Once you crack something, or once you stain something, it's hard to get it out again. So let's say, for instance, some type of trauma hit this vibration, and the vibration, this is the only way the vibration knows how to communicate, but it scared it now. But now it's just jumping through people with it. You know what I'm saying? And so my thing is this: just because you're experimenting on things or you're using things does not mean you're supposed to showcase these things to everyone. What are you have to be mindful of what you showcase to different things, and how it can affect them, and how it can affect us. Why is it so hard to think that it's okay to care about someone else without just thinking about yourself? I'm saying when it is safe to, like, you're in a comfortable position, nothing is going on with you. You don't need to be selfish. You can actually care for others without strings attached. You get what I'm saying? Now, why is it individuals seek to war with that? Now, everyone is not deceptive. Everyone is not harmful. And it is a big difference between, oh, well, you just did something because you were trying to keep yourself safe, you know, but that is still not condoning the chaos because, again, there are too many individuals that are ready to do what is needed, ready to do what is best for not just some, but for everyone, and be considerate and be self accountable and correct their mistakes and admit where they have made mistakes. It is simple. Like, again, I don't know if I'm putting it on this video. I might have to go back and but if it's a disease and you're testing on it, why is it so hard for you to say I made a mistake, or I need assistance, or better yourself? So again, when you see these different vibrations, that just might be them trying to talk to you about one situation that they went through and how they hate it. That's like, again, if you say an individual has PTSD, if it's hard for them to shake trauma, why do you think these things that talk through communication of feelings, why do you think it would be hard for them to shake a trauma that they felt? What went on? Why do you think, and again, just because they are entering into you or around you, why do you think that it's just going to be easy for them? It's not. It's not. It's not going to just disappear within a day. It's not. Especially if they say that elephants have excellent memory. Elephants have excellent memory. So again, but why do everyone have to function in a way that's disabled just because you don't want to admit where you're wrong? Now you have to make sure that the elephant don't have excellent memory because, again, the first thing that you chose to showcase to it is violence. Now you don't want to remember it because you wanted to do what you wanted to do, hit flips and tricks. You get what I'm saying? This is problematic. And so I can see where different systems have even affected me, an individual. When you see me physically walk out into the community, I'm a good individual. I care about others and how things affected them. I am not quick to act. I get the fact that there are things that have been in existence way before I ever even existed, before I even thought of. So I'm not gonna automatically just jump on a bandwagon and just do whatever random madness that comes to me. I'm not judgmental. I don't mind helping. I am self-correcting. I'm a good parent. I would be a good parent to any other child that is around me, and it don't matter what skin color they are. But I get how different individuals insert chaos or they insert deception to weaponize it. That's like, again, you labeling people as crazy, or you're taking their family members. What's going on with my kids or my nieces and my nephews or family that I haven't ever even gotten the chance to speak with? My immediate family is being attacked. And we haven't done anything to anybody. We good people, like, truly, through and through, good people. Now, again, if there's any other interference, then that is where the interference is coming from. But again, for you to create an interference and they don't know where they're coming from, and them to have an effect on people, even get that. But at the same time, like, you have to, at some point, if you can't fix it, you have to get out of the way and let everyone else fix it, because it's getting worse and it's gonna keep getting worse. And when things get worse, it can go on until someone fixes it, someone else fixes it. But I'm not deceptive. When you see me physically, I'm not created to be a deceptive individual. If someone forces me into a corner, then that is what they have done. But I don't feel as though my family should suffer for it. I know that different individuals have suffered for things that they were confused about, or lack knowledge on. Hello. It waves, and it's a little fly. It is a little fly. It's sitting on the top of my phone. Well, first it was in my face, and then it wrapped around my hand. Now it's sitting on top of my phone. But I said hello, and it waved, and it's just sitting there looking at me. But I know it's a heavier vibration around it. It is not what it presented itself. It might be the only way it can present itself. But I don't like people using, abusing stuff like this. This is what I'm saying. Fragile, delicate, sacred. When you violate these things, it's not his fault it's confused. You don't harm each other. I'm trying not to, but it's so many individuals pushing and pulling on each other, and they not really giving us choices. It's not. It's not okay that I have to suffer from the choice of others, or action that was made when someone was confused. Um, I've been going through being pushed and pulled to different places, and no one has stopped to consider how it's affecting me. But I'm not the only one. I know that I'm not stupid. And so, if y'all are moving forward, again, I'm a new day and age. I'm older now, but I can see where individuals are trying to utilize um, me being older now to excuse what happened to me beforehand, and that's not an excuse. I'm waiting to listen to you or see you fully. It's a video. Simple stuff like a hello. Hello. I don't know, it might land on me somewhere where you can see it. I don't know. Or it's just flying around now. It flew off when I start back talking. Um, but yeah, so I'm not agreeing. Y'all don't even have respect for simple cause and effect. This is why they don't do testing of different things around each other. I think I mentioned that on this video. Um, you can't say that you care about yourself if you continue to be this destructive. You can't say you care about your family. You can't say you care about your friends. You can't say you care about the people that you claim to be your people if you keep going in a route that is self-destructive. I have heard on repeat that isn't some individuals that are just looking for individuals that are truly trustworthy, that don't have any strings attached to them. I've seen where individuals keep getting just hit and attacked as well too. Before I even got a chance to speak, you jumping on people, and so and a lot of individuals, they should have already known that this portion was going to happen. But how easy is it for you to cause confusion amongst people? It is easy when you're not in close proximity to each other, but how easy is it when you are close to each other? When you are physically close to each other. You know, you're in the same room. Yesterday I felt someone pass me. Something, someone, something pass me. And it's not the first time I've ever felt this happen before, but I was talking and they walked past and I heard my words being scrambled up. Not only was it scrambled, it was pushed out, and it was like they made it loud, like what was going on. And even though that individual was not loud, they made that individual louder than what they were to drown out what I was saying. That's not okay when you talking about it's different people that are sick, it's different people that are hurt, it's different people that are acting irrational because they have not had their new they have not had the chance to see what balance is or what safety is or what security, what healthy environment is. You get what I'm saying? um if if they I'm sorry, my words are being jumbled. Thoughts are not where I can really think, actually. I'm not a toy, though. It's been made very direct and clear. I'm not a guinea pig. I'm not a test dummy. No one, really, from head to toe, no one was supposed to touch me. They weren't supposed to touch me. Not only were they not supposed to touch me, they were not supposed to try to put me in a system of loopholes, hurdles, or strings attached to me. Even though I'm an adult, it's different individuals that have already agreed and have labeled me as a baby still, because it's so many individuals violating other individuals before they even have a chance to exist. And there's so many things that are being confused. It's as simple as it is when you hack a device. And I've seen different devices hacked, whether it was phones or cars or, you know, people's lives, people's reactions. Bipolar, when you're talking about imbalance of stable reactions or feelings. I'm happy, I'm sad, I'm irritated. Like if you're sad when you're, or if you're angry when you're supposed to be happy, and you're sad when you're supposed to be focused. Like, how are you supposed to, unless you have what you need to stop that, how are you supposed to fix those things? And how are you automatically at fault? I'm not agreeing to violation. I'm not that hard up for entertainment. I'm not. I'm not that hard up for entertainment. And I'm not like that self absorbed. I'm not like, I don't need somebody to kiss my butt that much or worship the ground I walk on or bask in my glory. Like, if glory is, oh, you just saying how great I am, you get what I'm saying? I'm not doing no wordplay, you know. But I've seen where different individuals are attacked and not do and haven't done anything wrong, from men to women to from women to men to babies to children, and then you have the men as the safeguard. But how can they be the safeguard when they are already being attacked? And then where you separated people, you separated the women, you separated the children, but you attacking them too. You've been attacking them. It's not new. And again, what community has this not happened to? I remember when I was a child, they told us the story of the Pied Piper, Hansel and Gretel. They're saying that these are considered to be fables. I don't really know what the word fable means outside of they, trying to say, oh, it's made up, it really never happened. You get what I'm saying? But it's people that are saying, no, that junk did happen. And it happened to people who have a totally different skin color than you. It's way more worse stories that happened that they haven't even advertised yet. And so I'm like, if all of these things keep happening to all of these different individuals, and it's a boatload of individuals, they want to be heard. They are tired of suffering. They are tired of being confused. They are tired of hurting people that could be potential friends and family. But at the same time, you don't want to befriend somebody that is just like being made to be like a loaded up entrapment or bomb. You don't, they set their self destruct. Like you don't want to do that, but you don't mind. Like, and I've never, when you see me physically come up to anyone, I've never been taught to be prejudiced. I go off of what people present to me. But if you can't even present yourself to me, then it's so many individuals that just straight up attack me because of the fact that they did not want to hear that they were wrong. But then they've gotten notations of me telling them that they're wrong, and it wasn't even manipulated. For real, it was just I got taught a balance. So what is right, what is wrong, what is good, what is bad, what is ways to be responsible, and went off that and move forward. But again, I don't like the fact that, again, I have been hit. I've been attacked. My children have been attacked. My nieces and nephews that I wouldn't have had problems um, keeping safe attacked. Hey, I'm the type of individual, I wouldn't even care about keeping other people's children safe. I wouldn't. I don't even care what are you talking about. Oh, they back at war again, and they just fighting because again they have a fetish for chaos. Somebody has to keep the kids safe. They saying they'll leave everyone alone as long as they'll leave all the kids alone as long as it's with an innocent person. You don't attack that person. One of them. How can, if you keep attacking individuals that are truly non-harmful, how can I trust that just because these individuals look as though they don't have nothing going on, when I know historically, when you talk about the past, they have had stuff going on with them? How can I trust that they're going to be a safe individual as well? You keep hitting folks for no reason. I'm not that hard up for entertainment. I'm not addicted to chaos. I'm not about to condone that you right or say you right because we grew up around each other. No, if you're wrong, again, it's you dealing with things that are very fragile, or you dealing with other individuals' lives matter, and not just yours, not just yours. So again, it's like, why are you again in people's harm the way that they harm? They're presenting their self in different ways. So some you can see physically, some you can see on the surface, some you just hear in sporadically, like off and on. Some, it's inwardly. You get what I'm saying? It's happening in different ways. But I'm not approving it. I'm not. I'm not saying,